I talked to two voters today who voted for Donald Trump in 2016, turned around and voted for the Democrats in this race, voted for Tom Suozzi because they said his message on bipartisanship and the fact that House Republicans have really struggled to pass legislation over the last couple of weeks impacted the way they were looking at this race.
I heard from voters, and several of them said to me that they don't want to vote for the Republican because it's clearly impossible to get a solution on the issue of immigration, and that the fact that Republicans killed that bipartisan deal put them over the edge to vote for Tom Suozzi, and immigration was their top issue.
So look, I don't know how much we can trust. It is anecdotal evidence. Maybe there will be more of a dig into, I don't know, exit poll data or whatever. We never know in these cases, but shouldn't that be the case? Like, it kind of feels right. So, when it feels right, maybe push back a little bit, but let's analyze this, because you had a race that was focused on exactly the issues the right wanted to be focused on. People were talking about crime constantly. They were talking about the border constantly. That's what Republicans want them to be focused on. And what did the Republicans do in the weeks leading up to that election? Nothing. Not just nothing, worse than nothing. They directly stopped a solution from being passed to the exact issues that they were saying voters should have front of mind. So if the voters did have that front of mind and take it as seriously as the Republicans say that they should, and then they see the Republicans just being like, yeah, but we don't want to do anything because Trump said not to, that's the sort of thing that should turn voters. And I almost I don't want to get too into this. I don't want to get too much hope that maybe people are paying attention. Maybe they see through the political posturing in the games. But this is a race that Republicans thought they could win. Leading up to it, analysts were saying it was basically 50-50. So this makes as much sense as anything else that I've seen. Sharon, what do you think?
I'm jumping in with both feet, like I'm stomping grapes, making wine. I think that people are slightly awake here. I do think that people are waking up, because remember, they also tried the switcheroo, John, where they blamed the Democrats for not getting the border bill, Ukraine aid, Israel aid across the finish line because they wanted, more. They even lied about it. You pointed that out on the show, I believe, last Wednesday again. So I think people are smart enough to say, you know what, we're used to some tomfoolery, but these shenanigans are just, you're doing too much. Okay, my daughter said stop saying that, but I still find it to be relevant. I don't know what the next saying is, but they're doing too much and people noticed.
Yeah, I hope so. We have constant access to a full feed of news about what they're doing, what they're saying. So much is leaked, so much is revealed. People should be learning from this. And I just want to believe that they can, and maybe this is evidence of that. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.